team. Today we're going to be reading a text called Playing with Your Health. I don't see a picture on this one, so it looks like we're just going to be able to listen and read along, but I do immediately see a heading under my title. So I see Playing with Your Health, and I'm like, what is this going to be about? And then I immediately see, are video games bad for you? Which tells me right away this text is going to be teaching me if video games are bad for people. And as I scroll down, I can see more headings. Yes, video games are bad for people's health. Some of you are like, no, don't say that. But then as I keep scrolling, I see, no, video games are not bad for people's health. So I already know that this text is definitely going to be teaching me that video games are bad for people's health, but also are not bad for people's health. So it sounds like there can be arguments for both, and my main idea is definitely going to be about whether video games are bad for you or not. And it sounds like I'm not going to be able to pick my own opinion because this is a text where the author is teaching me facts about what they've learned about video games and people's health. So as you read, you should be thinking, well, I definitely know the genre because there are headings and the author is teaching me something. So you should be saying, yes, this is nonfiction, and your main idea is going to be what the author was teaching us about video games and if they're good or bad for your health. Then you're going to do the questions. And I'm going to think through them with you, but you're going to answer them after you read the passage and listen along. Number 1, according to the passage, how do video games prevent young people from being active? Well, these all make sense, so make sure you go back to the text and actually find what it said about why young people aren't so active when they play video games. How come they're not active if they play video games? Go find it in the text. This is not a guessing game. How does the author organize the evidence for and against playing video games? So how do they organize, like, video games are bad for you? Video games are not bad for you. And I already remember they showed me, like, yes, video games are bad for you. No, video games are not bad for you. So how did they organize that? You can see it right here, organized so beautifully, yes and no. And then you're going to pick which answer makes sense. Which one of these answers tells you how they organized it. I already see one of these answers talks about headings, and I know it used headings. So I'm going to read through the rest and just make sure they don't make more sense. But I know that they organized the evidence for and against playing video games with those headings that said yes and no. Number 3, a person who believes that video games are bad for people's health may also agree that. Go read the section about video games being bad for people. Go back to the section that says, yes, video games are bad for people. Reread it. What one of these things is in that paragraph? What would those people agree with? If it's not in the paragraph, you need to use your brain. Which one of these things best matches what I read in this section? I guess it's 4 paragraphs, but in these 4 paragraphs, which one best matches? Okay, number 4. The author suggests that young people use their imaginations when they go find it in the text. When the author talks about young people using their imaginations, go find when he talks about them doing that. Do not guess, go find it. Number 5, read the sentence. There is nothing wrong with playing some video games while relaxing. People should play video games to help them unwind. In this sentence, the word unwind most nearly means, okay, here's a context clues question. We know what to do. We're going to have to replace this word with our answer choices and think which answer choice makes the most sense and matches what's happening in the sentence. So for example, there is nothing wrong with playing some video games while relaxing. People should play video games to help them untangle. I don't think that makes any sense. So then we're going to try each one. Enjoy, entertain, and relax. And which one means unwind? Maybe you know what that word means. And which one also, it means what unwind means, and it makes the most sense in this sentence. Maybe it matches another word you had read and makes the most sense. Number 6, what is the passage mostly about? Okay, you know what it's about. It was in the title, it was in the heading, and it's in your main idea. What did the author teach you? What is it about? Number 7, choose the answer that best completes the sentence below. Young people used to play outside with their friends for fun. Now they like to play video games instead. Okay, so this is another question where you have to figure out what these words mean and put the one in the sentence that still means the same thing. So it's not context clues. It's just about using these transition words to know how to connect your sentences. Only one of these is going to connect these sentences the right way. So the first part of the sentence is about what people used to do. And then it sounds like they don't do it anymore. So they used to do this, but like now they don't anymore. Now they like to play video games inside. So what kind of word do you use when you switch ideas? They used to do this. Now they like to do this. But, so they used to do this, but now, sounds pretty good. Young people used to play outside. Also now, we know also means and. And does not connect sentences that mean different things. Okay, finally, that would mean like in the end. Young people used to play outside with their friends for fun. In the end, now they, finally now, So usually connects things like as a because of. So like it would be like this first part of the sentence happened, and because of this, now this part happened. So young people used to play outside with their friends. Because of that, now they like to play inside. Which one of these words actually connects these sentences by saying they're different things? All right, here's your typed out answers. You're going to have to type your answer by looking back in the text and finding proof. How does the text suggest that both reading and video games can improve the mind? Go find it. What did the author say about how reading helps your mind? What did the author say about how video games helps your mind? Type it out. Reading can help your mind by blah, blah, blah. Video games can help you improve your mind by blah, blah, blah. I know because the author said blah, 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 blah. Summarize the 3 main points of the argument. Yes, video games are bad for people's health. Okay, that means that they told you 3 reasons video games are bad for you. You need to type out those 3 reasons. Summarize means you don't have to type out everything. You can just write it a little shorter. So what were the 3 reasons, the 3 main reasons video games are bad for you? Go find it, type it out. Video games are bad for you because blank, also because blank, and finally because blank. All right, number 10. The section, no, video games are not bad for people's health, does not recommend that young people play video games all the time. What is recommended instead? Okay, go to the section titled No, video games are not bad for people's health, and go find the part where it says young people should not play video games all the time. Sometimes they should. Go find that and then type what it says. So then you might say, it is recommended that young people blank instead of playing video games all the time. I know because in the text it said blank. All right, good luck, guys. Make sure you read the whole passage before you start answering questions. Don't forget you can listen along, and you can also listen to each question and each answer choice. Do your best.